with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you now.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Goff on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Gone. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long. It's gone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Ball carrier.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards on the ground.
5-yard line.
Five yards from the end zone, first and goal.
To the defense, they forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Michel. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now it's gone. Pressure gets to it, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's going to be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Chargers.
Now it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Randy Bullock set to
now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And this defense defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0.
Randy Bullock set to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's King. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Herbert now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Gone. Flushed out right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up
a great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 31, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Pass complete to number 81.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So maybe even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A final shot before break here. Goff, flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 31. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Rams' 32-yard line.
Now second and 11 from the 32. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's Eckler again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, gone. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sony Michel on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And it's Michel once again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's got a man, it's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Joshua Kelly. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 9.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what